reflecting some of my filming life, but I'm gonna get shit done with it, which means I'm gonna wear my glasses to make me feel it and Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another coffee talk. I today want to take a little bit of your time to basically give you a podcast that you can bookmark and come to anytime you need it, to watch or listen right before you need to do something that you have zero motivation, zero energy, zero inspiration. I was feeling this exact way the last few days, and I journaled each of those days, and I'm using my journal notes to come up with my talk for today of what I pep talked myself with to get myself going on the days where I just had zero energy. And today, it was a follow-up day of wasn't as bad as the earlier ones, but I still had to give myself that boost, but the boost works, and I want to go into very simple, easy follow steps to use that boost to get you started on whatever it is you need to do today. So cheers, whether you're drinking a coffee, water, whatever it is. It's a good place to start is to make yourself something that makes you feel good, that makes you feel prepared. And the first thing
Silent night. All is calm, all is bright. Round yon vision, mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night. Shepherds quake at the sight. Glorious rain
ちゃんと来たかもしれない。あ、それ背なの。詳しいる。
いっぱい入ってるな。
はやちゃんだよ。ごめんな。はちわらさんだよ。見て見て。 Mama. Empty the body. Pizza. Tomato. Mommy,
맛있네.
mommy.